Hello, this is Amanda Malave with BUS312, and today we're going to go over Section 1, Analysis, Goals, and Values, how to create value from your brand view case. So from this standpoint, there's going to be two templates. One is going to be one that's empty that you can fill in if you'd like, or there's going to be another one with an example. And again, for this template, there's a requirement of how you should save it. You need to save it with your first and last name written on the file. So in this example, I have Rick Sidimis, which is my brother, brand U, then whether it's a draft or a final, and then BUS312. Then you would remove the template example, and then you would save it. From there, let's go over Section 1. We've already looked at how to create a LinkedIn video and how to create your profile. And here is a video if you'd like to see it. And here's several profiles, including myself and 4 other students that you can take a look at. Section 1 is all about your long-term and short-term goals, your personal values, and where you are today, and analyzing your past and your present and what value you hope to create for that future job or internship, or even a company that you want to start. So the first section starts with entering in your 2 long-term goals. What goals do you have for your dream job internship? Who are you targeting? And dream big. I have students who have dreamed really big through this process and have actually gotten internships in New York City, in Australia, or even jobs at Google. So doesn't matter where you've been or what you've done. It's about how you market yourself on these different platforms that can find you. So this is why we'll be using LinkedIn. So when you complete this first question, what your long-term goals are, here is an example. An example would be that this particular student is stating that he wants to complete his master's in social media and marketing by 2020. Then he also wants to have an internship at Google or Zippy's by 2018 in marketing. If you don't want to use the blank template, you can actually just go ahead and just delete the example and enter in whatever you'd like. And please be original. Do not use the examples in any of this template, because that will get your points off. You need to think about who you are, not who somebody else is. The next one is enter in your 3-year plan. Here's an example. This particular student wanted to finish his MBA by 2019 and also have a global leadership role at Google by 2020. The next question is 2 measurements of success. What benchmarks will you use as indicators of success? Again, you can delete this example, but he was going to measure himself if he met his goals, which above was to get an MBA, by actually getting accepted to an MBA program. So that would be step 1. The next one would be by applying to 4 or 5 internships at Google by August 30th, 2018. That could be another example. And again, if you don't want to, I need you to delete the examples and enter in your specific items, not anything that we've written as examples here. The next one is name 2 obstacles that can prevent you. Maybe it's finances, maybe it's that you don't know where you're going to be accepted, maybe it's you got family that you got to take care of. Whatever it might be, you would want to put 2 things in there. And again, this process is about recognizing what are some of the obstacles so that you can plan ways to work through them or overcome them. The next section is your personal values. And again, if you look at chapter 1, values and keywords are super critical. So what you're going to be doing is listing 5 values that represent your brand. Here's a lot of examples. And again, these values are going to be used in the LinkedIn profile, in the keyword section or the header section. So you could put in Excel guru, real estate guru, an innovator, you're passionate about diversity. In this particular example, the student put global leadership. And then you need to write a sentence of why that's important to you and how that tagline represents you. In this particular instance, he's committed to focusing on the world and communities that he visits. And he wants to be focused on experiential programs. So you would put 5 of those in there. And then the last part of section 1 is the brand you analysis. And again, don't write more than 2 or 3 sentences. Here you're going to put down what was your past, where have you been, what previous experiences you have. Maybe you're going to say, well, you know what, I really haven't done much. I've just been a student. Well, I say that if you've been a student, you're probably in a club. You've probably done volunteer work. Potentially, you've actually done a project and presented. Those are all very relevant things. So put this in here. This particular student, although he wants a social media job at Google, he was a personal trainer. But he did get some global experience through the Peace Corps, which is really important because he wants to do global leadership, which is something that Google is looking for. And he has experience in social media with camping and tours here in Hawaii. So again, you may not think that's relevant, but it is relevant to Google because it is social media experience in the tourist industry here in Hawaii. That's his past. What is he doing today? Well, he's still working on his MBA and marketing program focused on social media, and he bartended at night. So a bartender needs to have customer service skills, cash management skills, operational skills, because he closes at the end of the day, and definitely the ability to serve many, many different cultures. So he's got the sensitivity of cultural inclusion for the tourists that are coming to Hawaii. So there's everything that you do can be tied to who you are and what you're looking for. The last section is describe your value for brand you. And what he was talking about is it's really, really important for him. And he feels that one of his greatest strengths is integrity. With this integrity, he's going to drive to results. And so again, by finding these core things, you can start kind of feeling out, all right, well, what are some of those key words? Do they match? Maybe global leadership is one of them because he's done that Peace Corps. Maybe integrity is another one of them, but social media would be another. Integrity and drive for results. And then you would write in your sentence. So that is the end of section 1, and these will all be used to create your social media profile. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you soon. Mahalo.